Hi, this is the weekly horoscope for Pisces for the week of June 12th, 2023. Hello, my fishies. So, on my TikTok, I'm going to be doing a live on Friday. Don't know what time, don't ask me. With another psychic named Sophia, aka Empathetic Lady. She's on the TikTok and she does the tarot card readings. And Friday we're gonna do the astrology portion of this. I might have my videos up Wednesday and Thursday, and then to kind of promote my YouTube channel, and then her do the tarot and oracle cards to promote her TikTok and her website as well. So be sure to check that out. Show your love and support to your girl Marie, and make sure to like, subscribe, and share. And she has a TikTok and she has an Instagram as well, so she's there to support those channels for herself. So come show us some love on Friday. Come chill, come hang with us. So yeah, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. It was just impulsive and super spontaneous, and it was just like, yeah, like she showed up and she's like, no. And I was like, I kept tapping the thing. It was just funny because I just kept tapping the invite thing and it wouldn't go. And my friend Noli was on there, and he was like, she left. So I Facebook her, and I was like, I'm inviting you. And she's like, but you already have somebody on. I said, so just come on. And she came on, and then it was just very spontaneous. And I was doing the astrology, and I said, why don't you do the tarot portion? And she's like, because I do the astrology and the tarot on here. So she was like, all right. And so I think we're going to do this like a Friday thing for the live. And she's going to do this week, if she's up to it still, because I don't know. She's going to do the tarot and the tarot and the oracle cards. So, and I'm going to do the astrology portion. So, and then if you would like a reading with me, you can check out my consultation page in the link in the description box below. If you would like a reading with her, it is, what is it? It is, I know what it is. It's like empathic official, because she has been scammed so many damn times. It's between me and her, it's almost a competition. Like, how many times can people like take our names and stuff like that and use it for their own? It literally is. Like, when we communicate, it's so funny the way we communicate on the Insta message now. We literally send messages, verbal messages to each other, and I'm like, Sophia, if this is you, let me know. And she's like, bitch, I got hacked again. And it's like, oh my God, girl. We don't even communicate regular anymore because of that. But it's www.empathiclady.co.uk if you want to visit that for a reading as well. Show your love and support to your girl Marie, and make sure to like, subscribe, and share. And I hope to see you on the TikTok. So this week, my fishies, you could receive a job offer on the side in another country, or you can be receiving a job offer coming up to you as well. You could be weighing the pros and cons of that. You can be exposed to a new way of thinking or different options coming up. Uranus is quincunx the Earth. The Earth is now in Jupiter in the third and 10th house. The change is happening, but you're not so quick to change. You're kind of just like, and you may not know how to feel about the new things that are coming into your life and the new experiences that you're having, and you're kind of taking everything in stride. You're kind of like a little bit more of an observer. You're not trying to be happy about it, but you're not trying to be disappointed about it. Volcanus is quincunx Poseidon in retrograde in the 9th and 4th house. You tend to want to keep your cool, even though you're boiling inside, or you're rationalizing too much, or you're trying to predict other people's actions, or you're trying to create scenarios in your head, like you're overthinking a situation. For others of you, you tend to want to pick when you're a pickier when it comes to new love. You may not be so quick to jump into new love. You could be jaded, or you could be waiting for somebody specifically to like ask you out, and this could be like your crush. You may not be feeling the feelings for the person that you're with, dating, married, or whatever. If you are crushing on someone and it's no contact person, then you could be waiting for this person. Tuesday, you're likely to have more disposable income. Good time for business picking up. Watch your spending. Your taste and sense of value of things is likely to be accurate, but you're not so inclined to save money. A pleasant atmosphere prevails at work. You have less of a workload. Relationships with coworkers should be quite harmonious. It is a good time to work out contracts with partners. Misunderstandings with marriage partners are unlikely, or a great time for co-parenting with this energy, and you two may not be on speaking terms, but you can cohabitate and coexist with the kids. Okay, I feel like at this time you need to be careful how much you do for others, or you may need to work through certain jealousies that you may be having with other people and watching them grow at this time. And try to be about bigger picture when it comes to relationships. You may need to make decisions regarding finances, a positive time for your money situation. This can be a busy time period for you. This is a move happening for some of you, a stellium in your third house in the sign of Taurus with the North Node. So, and neighbors and relatives will be more helpful than usual, and you should get along with siblings. Travel and education can be happening, and it can be successful. Your creative expression is likely to take a dark side. Love relationships on Wednesday are intense, potentially manipulative. You may have to deal with a manipulative child. Be aware of guests you invite into your home because they may overstay their welcome, or they may have like drug abuse problems as well. Your personal life may be in a state of upheaval. You may seek deeper meaning and a sense of belonging. Pluto is in retrograde in your 11th house. This could be joining a group or organization. Again, relocation is possible. Your ability to concentrate and remain focused is increased, but you may be susceptible to mental obsession. This is a good time to research because you have the ability to get to the bottom of a mystery. There's often a greater need for persuasion and secrecy. Communication tends to be serious, and what you say often carries a lot of weight with grave consequences. Brainwashing and mental power struggles are common. Then on, let me see, did I do this right? Okay, I did do this right. Then on Thursday, be careful, your guard is up. This is a guard against financial losses or carelessness with your money. Close inspection of financial affairs may be underway by authorities. You need to protect yourself. This could be dealing with like credit card fraud. This could be dealing with mortgage fraud or some kind of fraud going on with this energy here, or some kind of credit card scam that not you've been involved in, but you're a victim of. You need to protect yourself and being double charged or get a hold of your finances. For others of you, this could be dealing with your money worries. So you can be feeling a blow to your self-confidence as you try to save money, and then others are taking money or double charging you, like Netflix or like the Hulu. You know, it's like you're being double charged for things at this time with this energy. So, it's very hard for you to keep money that way. For some of you, this could be dealing with car problems or thinking about purchasing a car because your car is costing you too much money to fix. Coworkers' beliefs may be at odds with your own, and you may feel that you don't have much in common with these people. Also, this could be dealing with health problems. Be careful with taking like too much sweets or over drinking. You can feel smothered when it comes to your relationships, or you can be needing your space, or you're more about your freedom. You don't like people who are always up in your Kool-Aid or on top of you, like yelling at you and telling you what to do, so stay away from the Taurus. You may feel more isolated from neighbors and relatives, or you may have more responsibilities towards them. Relationships with family members, certain family members you may not be on speaking terms with at this time, like your spouse or your siblings, or friends who are like family to you, you may not be on speaking terms with them. You're likely to be stuck with obligations to the home and family. You may have important estate matters to deal with, property matters to deal with, or you may have to relocate because your current location will not allow you to keep certain family obligations you may have with your family at this time. Okay, let me see. Friday is best to avoid legal issues. They are not likely to work in your favor and can be complicated and expensive. Travel abroad on Friday may be fraught with inconvenience and uncomfortable social circumstances. You can be dictated by the emotional self. You can feel like other people are not being supportive of you, and you can be going through it emotionally. Or other people are taking credit for your work or trying to bump you out of a leadership position. You are not getting along with people at work or symbiotic relationships. An important turning point is reached in relationships with others. Often it is a time of redefining the nature of your partnerships or start a new one. You can feel things intensely and not being able to take constructive criticism, or you can be fighting with others. This is a good time for sports and physical activity. Sometimes one must deal with individuals who do not play fair. Self-expression is more important to you now. You may stimulate sexual activity. You can be dealing with a brand new relationship. That can cause you stress for some reason, because maybe this person is making things way too complicated for you. And it's like, dude, I just want to date. Like, what part of DATE don't you not understand? There's a bunch of letters there. What part of it don't you understand? You know? And they're like overthinking, and it's like, dude, chill. You know, like, oh my God, my friend Marvin, God rest his soul. God rest his soul. My gay husband, he called me an easy lover before he died. He's like, you're an easy lover. You know that? He's like, that's why you have like these long-term relationships with men, because you're just like, whatever. You know, you don't complicate things. You know, I'm just like, whatever. You know, I don't believe love is complicated. Or they're going through a lot of problems at this time. Or you are looking at this relationship like, I don't know, because they're tapping into your finances. They're costing you money. They don't got a car, okay? And you driving them everywhere as well. And you paying for their food. And it's like, I don't know, okay? Or when you go out on a date with them and you go meet their friends, they take off with their friends. And then they leave you at the chair sitting there like an idiot. And you're just like, okay, you know, so red flags, red flags, red flags. So that's what you could be looking at. The first card I come up with is the Emperor card. You can feel more in control of your situation. This could also be business picking up at this time with this energy. The Ace of Swords, your perspective and outlook on life is going to be changing. You could be more analytical in your way of thinking. Again, business could be picking up at this time. The Queen of Cups, this is a great time to go with the flow with this energy here as well. For some of you, you could be delving more into your spirituality. You can feel more in touch with source energy. This is a time of moving forward with this energy. For others, if you get the hell out of your damn head, it's not the place to be. The Seven of Cups, this is thoughts of future. You could be delving more into your fantasy life at this time. This could also be dealing with some kind of obsessive thinking happening to you as well. So watch this energy here, because you can be very much in your head, but you're going to continue on moving forward despite the energies that be, okay? The Five of Swords, you could be going through it emotionally during this time period as well. For some of you, you could be bullied by other people, or you're not getting along with certain people at work with this energy and kind of butting heads with them during this time period. The Three of Coins, this is growth happening, either financial or spiritual growth happening for you during this time period. The Eight of Swords, yeah, get the hell out of your head. Ooh, you're like drudging up the past for some reason, or you are trying to move on from a situation, or trying to move on from some kind of obsessive thinking. Or this could be you crushing on somebody, and you could be like really in your head about it. It's like you really think about this person, but at the same time, you don't want to do anything about it, but it's driving you crazy. Now, that is that Venus and in Pisces for some of you, and she is still semi-squaring Pluto, because Pluto just moved like 1 degree. It's going to move 2 degrees next week, 29 degrees, okay, because it starts at 30 and then we go backwards, okay? So, you know, not the easiest time for you emotionally, so you really need to watch your emotional self at this time, or you may need to start making some moves and make things happen in your life instead of sitting on your hands going shoulda, woulda, coulda, or worrying about things. You need to confront things, okay? Because this is what that's all about there. You're just getting yourself all worked up with this energy. You need to speak up once and for all with this energy. Whatever is bothering you, you need to speak your truth, okay? The Ace of Cups, I see love around the corner for some of you here. With this energy, I see emotional validation happening. So this could be talking to the crush this week with this energy. The Seven of Swords, nope, not this week. You could be more quiet into yourself at this time. For others of you, you could be dealing with backstabbing people. So I would be careful what you say around your children. For some reason, I'm picking that up. And your plans and stuff like that, or things that you want to do if you want to date at this time. I wouldn't talk about it to your children, because it's going to get back to the other parent, and then the other parent going to feel some kind of way about it. I feel like somebody could be very like opinionated at this time. Don't talk about your relationships or what you're doing. I feel like you're falling in love with someone's mind with this energy. So this could be like a Gemini or another Pisces with this energy that you could be falling in love with at this time. The Empress card, I see a soulmate energy happening for some of you. For some of you, I feel like the focus on career. There is an emphasis on money and like you happy on a financial level, an emotional level. I feel like you could be doing some kind of intellectual work, or this could be a competitive time, or working with a competitive team at this time, and kind of like making things happen at this time with your career, and kind of like pushing your career forward with other people. So teamwork makes the dream work for you during this time period. So it's a beautiful energy time for collaborations and working with other people this week with this energy. The Wheel of Fortune card, expect the unexpected during this time period as well. There could be a turn of events coming up for you. There could be some kind of unexpected announcement that you didn't expect to receive during this time period. All that noise yet you're hearing is my little kitten, Zandi, playing and having a fun time and being a kitten. So excuse the little cuteness overload as he tries to break through boxes. The King of Cups, you could be dealing with another water sign with this person, and this person wants a traditional relationship with you. Okay, so this could be a serious love relationship coming in. You may already know this person too. So even though love is around the corner, it's with somebody that you already know, and this is like a traditional relationship, like dating, and then like it leads to somewhere, it leads to stability, it leads to marriage with this energy. So that's a beautiful time for that with this energy. The King of Coins, you can be dealing with somebody that's an earth sign or has earth planets like Taurus or Virgo in their chart, like a stellium or something like that in their chart. So this is like a very analytical person. You can also feel grounded yourself at this time with this energy. You could have wisdom and advice to give to others, or this person could have wisdom and advice to give to you as well. There could also be an age difference happening here. I don't know why I keep picking up age difference. I mean, Bill Murray and the other lady that my milkshake brings, I forgot her name. Oh, that's so disrespectful. I'm so sorry. But yeah, so like a lot of significant age difference are happening here at this time with this energy. The Hermit card, you're more about your stability. This is a time to, don't rest on your laurels and continue moving forward with your competitiveness, because there's growth happening. You can be having epiphanies during this time period as well with this energy here. The Four of Coins, you're more about your financial stability here with this energy. For some of you here, this could be dealing with your financial security, and you could be more focused on that. But you're very analytical in your way of thinking. You're very cautious. You're very thoughtful in what you do at this time. You're not so quick to jump into anything new with this energy here, unless it's like love, then that could be happening. The Seven of Wands, this could be a frustrating time for you. Certain things can be a bit of a process at this time, or not really, or it just seems like a slow period of time where like nothing is like really happening for you at this time with this energy. So, use this time period to work on yourself, to delve into your spirituality, to focus on the things that you need to focus on, because that's probably why you're having this downtime, and then everything, here soon will start speeding up for you. For others of you, this is a transformative time period for you. This is a time of healing for you. The Hangman card, indecisions are coming up at this time. Something heavy on your mind. This is more of a time of introspection for some of you with this energy as well. The Fool card talks of new beginnings with this energy. I feel like your enthusiasm is very much controlled with the Emperor card and the Hermit card and the King of Wands here, so you're being kind of wheeled in. I feel also you tend to go off and do your own thing at this time. So others can see you as a rebel with this energy. You tend to go against the grain of what everybody else wants you to do at this time. You do have luck on your side though with this energy as well. The Six of Coins, I feel like with this energy here that this could be a time where you're not so quick to give. because you're very analytical or you're very realistic about your giving energy and how much to give to other people. Even though it could be like your children, and of course we all want to dote on our children, but we don't want to spoil them, so you're not trying to spoil your children, you're trying to teach them values and stuff like that, so you could be dealing with that at this time and trying to teach your kids something with this energy, maybe the value of $1, making them do chores, while they're spending the summer with you and stuff like that. Or this could be dealing with like giving money or how much help you give to people at this time, as you revisit certain situations that you had lessons with in the past that are coming up at this time. You are very cautious. Even though you have a big heart and you want to help, you're very cautious coming in, because it's like, I've been there, done that with this person, and I know the lessons that I learned with this person, and I am not so quick to do the same crap again with this person. No sir, no ma'am. So, you're kind of like, either you're keeping your distance or you're learning to say no, a lot more no's to this person, and being a bit more realistic what to do. The King of Wands, you can be dealing with somebody that, I'm hearing Two-Face. Okay, so you could be dealing with a Gemini. You could be dealing with somebody that's stuck in their ways of thinking at this time, and so there could be some power struggles when it comes to relationships with this energy. But I feel like you make a lot of sense at this time with this energy, and you have like a lot of common sense to give during this time period as well. So people tend to listen to you more or look towards you for advice during this time period with this energy. This could also be a busy week for you, so there could be a lot going on. So this week, even though you don't want to do anything, for some of you, you could be, I feel like for some of you here, as I connect with the energies, you could also be drudging up the past during this time period as well for some reason. The High Priestess card, a time for introspection. You can be relying on your intuition. There's that unrequited love happening, but I feel like it will come to fruition. Okay, whenever, I feel like it will come to fruition. I feel like this person needs to speak up once and for all, instead of driving him or herself crazy. Okay, but most likely him crazy. Alrighty, so that's what I feel. For some of you, it can be more about your freedom. This could be thinking about retirement or taking a sabbatical with this energy as well. For some of you, you could feel oppressed with this energy. You could feel stuck in your situation. You may feel bored or like there's no way out of a situation. You're never stuck. You are never stuck. Okay, you can always find a way out of your situation. Know that. No matter how difficult or how dire your situation is, don't allow nobody ever to make you feel stuck or make you feel like you cannot leave this situation. Trust you can leave. It's your brain choosing not to want to leave for whatever reason. Okay, because people will come up with like millions of excuses to stay. And then the matter gets worse and worse and worse and worse. And I do see this being an emotionally confusing time for some of you, and not making a decision at this time. Okay, for some of you, you're creating too many distractions for yourself with this energy as well. For others of you, you have reasons as to why you don't want to jump into a new situation, or why you want to stay in this situation because you're comfortable and you're scared to change, But if you don't change, then how do you know? And sometimes when we feel this need to change, it's God's way of saying time to go, And God was giving me a bunch of signs. It was time to go for my relationship. And I was like, I gotta go. I can't stay here no more. And I left, And it was for the best. And it was for the best for everybody. Because nobody was happy. And, it was killing my vibe as like a psychic and trying to work and do all this stuff, And sometimes, God will challenge you. And because if you don't do what you're supposed to do, then what happens? You go to heaven, right? And then God said, there was a story that Michael Berg taught us. There's a story about this dude. I think it's not Jesus. It was like some guy I think it was like a carpenter or something like that, some guy. And he was destined to greatness. He was destined to be a great rabbi. He was destined to do all these things, right? And God kept giving him signs. God kept giving him, he had people that would listen to him, people that would come to him for advice. He was this great teacher, but he was a carpenter. And, and God started giving him dreams. Like, you should go this way. You should go that way. You should do this. You have this purpose. You have this reason. And kept challenging him. Finally, a building fell on him. Like, he was building it and then like he fell or something. And like he come to heaven and God said, oh my God, Rabbi, blah, 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 blah. You're the most powerful rabbi in the world. You're this, you're that. And did you do all this? And your students and did you? And he went, huh? And God went, what? And he said, so you didn't do like all the things? You didn't marry that woman over there and you didn't do this, you didn't do that? And he said, no. So what God does when you don't, this is how like stuff is created. This is how like karma or like past life corrections are created. When you don't do what God has taught you, then God will in turn say, okay, well, you're going to go back down there. I'm going to try this again. But I'm going to make it a little bit harder for you this time around. Okay? And I'm going to bring you back down there. And maybe next time he bring you back down there, now you want to be a rabbi. Now you want to teach and stuff like that. But now you got to prove yourself. Now you got to work for it. Now you got to show that you could do it. Now you got to show that you love it and that you want it. And then the worst part about it, you may not get it until you're like 80. Okay? So it could be a situation like that. Because we will get everything that we need at different stages of our lives, because these are different lessons that we have at different stages of our life. And that deals with people, that deals with relationships, So this is something to think about when you're going through it. If you're not living in your truth and walking in your truth, and you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing in this life, then you're going to have chances to do it in every life. But because you didn't take the advantage of this door that was open for you, because you didn't walk through this door, because you didn't do what you were supposed to do, then it's like, okay, well, I'm just going to make it a little bit harder for you because I don't believe that you want it. So that's what happens. So you have to prove yourself, so that's what that comes from. All right. So that's what I was taught. I don't know if you guys can relate to it. Probably not. I'm probably going to get a lot of flack for it, but that's what I was taught. It's not, you get all these signs, like I did, it's like, when I started this, in 2011, I was giving free readings to the kids at work, and then I started giving free readings to the owner, and my ex was like, "What the hell are you doing? What the hell are you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm giving readings." And you were like, "Your mom taught you how to do this." I'm like, "Yeah." And he was like, "No, you're not. No, you're going to get paid to do this." And he was the one that pushed me into it, and then I needed more pushing. And so I went to the rabbi, and I was like, I went to Rabbi Berg, and I was like, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, "What's the worst that can happen? The worst that can happen, you'll go back to your job. The best thing that can happen, you'll never have a job again, and this will be your business. This will be what you do for a living, Marie Moore, the astrologer." And this is what I do for a living, Marie Moore, the astrologer, So this is something to think about, because, your soul, if you could tell when you're not doing your purpose, because your soul is not going to be happy. Then on top of that, you're going to be scared to death, because that's a warning that you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing in life, So, and sometimes certain people are part of that destiny and part of that experience, because they're supposed to, we have some kind of soul contract to fulfill with certain people in our lives. So this is something to think about. The Knight of Cups, blessings onto the universe for you with this energy here. I feel like for some of you here, you may have options with the direction that your life is going into. The Four of Cups, you're more about your creature comforts at this time. I feel like you're more concerned about what other people think with this energy as well. So be careful with this energy here. I feel like you can be in a leadership position at this time with this energy. It brings about growth. There could be some unexpected changes coming up for you with the Wheel of Fortune card and the Death card, and certain things may no longer apply in your life. So trust your intuition. You may have dreams about this before this happens with this energy. Sorry to go on one of my tangents of life, but we're ending our Saturn dasha in Pisces, and we need to take advantage of this transformative time period that we find ourselves in. So show your love and support to your girl Marie by liking, subscribing, and sharing. And thank you for everyone who has. Kisses.